Yes, thank you. I'm Tim Doyle. I'm a medium from Sheffield, and this is what I do. I do mediumship. I also work in the day, in the normal daytime, 9 to 5 Friday, Monday to Friday. But it's looking like I might be moving out and doing this more and more, and maybe 100% being a professional psychic medium, if you like. I currently do demonstrations in the north of England, going to sort of Leeds area, Wakefield, Barnsley, Doncaster, Sheffield, Derby, these sort of areas of the country, looking to move further out. And the main bulk of my work is private readings, or one-to-one private readings. I've done them in different ways, but the one that seems to work for most people, people do seem to like you to either come to their home and sit in the comfort of their home over a cuppa and give them a reading, or they come to you. Tried it over the telephone, don't feel that works too well. You know, there's a lot of people scamming on the telephone. Don't like that. I like to do it one-to-one. One medium I have found that works very well is through the internet, through a Yahoo Messenger type facility there. That seems to work very well. I'd like to tell you how I first became a medium, because you hear stories about mediums being born a medium, being mediums from being very young, being aware of the spirit world. I wasn't. I was one of these that came into it rather late in life. I was born into a family that didn't even believe in life after death. Both my parents don't or didn't believe in life after death. My mum's in the spirit world now, so I'm sure she does believe in life after death, okay? And she does come through quite a few times, and I'm sure she's here today, because today, funnily enough, is my mother's birthday, the day of this filming. So I find that a little bit synchronicity there. So what happened to me basically is brought up in a non-religious family, believe that things are as they are, and when you die, that's it. Caput, finito. I was a scientist, okay, and I couldn't really find all the answers to life in science. And I said one time, well, if there is a God out there, because you're always, throughout your upbringing, you're told about God and stuff, but no evidence of God. So I said, okay, if there is a God out there, give me some evidence. Probably had to wait about 10 years since saying that to bang a sudden change in my life. I became ill, where I was incapacitated. I was laid up for 2 weeks in bed, and suddenly I was seeing angels and cherubs. So I thought, oh my goodness me, what's happening here? Am I going to die? What's going on? So I looked into it a little bit more on the internet and stuff, and my sister just happened to hand me a book about developing as a medium. And in there was a meditation technique to meet your spirit guide. So I thought, oh, well, I'm game for anything. So I did it, and bang, my spirit guide appeared. A hooded man, didn't show me his face, just showed the back of his hood. Obviously there was more to come later. But obviously all this sort of got me going on the track of being a medium. Then I went to the local spiritualist church, and it all went from there, really developed it. And here I am about 10, 12 years later, now doing demonstrations and one-to-one readings for people all across the country. Now, the thing is that I like to do is to emphasize the evidence from spirit. It's no good being, you know, just a fortune teller, telling people's fortunes, whether they're going to do this, do that, and what have you. The main aspect of my work is to bring through their loved ones, to show them that there is life after death. And I think this is very important. Anyone can come up with ideas or, you know, conjecture of what may happen. Everyone can say, well, yeah, you're going to meet this person in July, and this is going to happen, and this and that. But at the end of the day, we cannot prove that until it happens. And no one's going to wait around for 6 months, a year, or 2 years for these things to happen to be able to say in a scientific way that that's real. However, I do believe very strongly in the spirit world, because I've experienced them, and I can hopefully portray and put over that evidence of life eternal, that they are still living beyond the physical body in a state we call the spirit. And that's what I try to do. Okay, that's the essence of it.
So bring comfort to other people.
Well, it brings comfort to other people in the fact that they know that they're loved. They haven't lost their loved one. Their loved one, in actual fact, most of the time, their loved ones can do more for them from the world of spirit than they can when they were on the earth plane, because often they're elderly, they've become incapacitated in some way. Now they can do a great deal more, 24/7, if you like, from the spirit side of life, than they could when they were here, all right, in the physical.
So it's rewarding to be able to give them those messages.
Say that again, sorry.
It's rewarding to be able to pass those messages on.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's the relief that the person gets and the comfort they get, we also get something from it, okay? It's not about the money aspect. It's not about, you know, making loads of money from this. Obviously, one needs a little bit of money to live, that's obvious, but it's not about it. The comfort and the exhilaration that we get from it is from the fact that we've been able to pass on that critical and irrefutable evidence of life after death. Okay. It's like I'd say it's like a love feeling. We're bringing through the love of spirit, and we're really making the person connect with the spirit love as well. Not just ourselves, but them. And then they realize that there is more to life. Pardon the pun of this magazine, but there is more to life than just being in the physical body. Okay, and I think it brings a lot of people looking at life then in a totally different way. There was a reading today where somebody had had one of these moments when they realized that there's more to life, and they became and saw the goodness in menial tasks like just doing the washing up. They could see the beauty and the love in something like that. Wonderful. I mean, if you can get by doing all these chores and stuff and making the beds and dusting and stuff by just seeing the beauty in it all, then life becomes wonderful rather than a chore. And I think, you know, if people can start to see that, then we're doing some good. They can find me on the internet. My website is www.timdoylemedium.co.uk, and through that there's all the information how to email me and how to have their reading, either through the sort of Yahoo Messenger type medium there, or by arranging a one-to-one. Okay, I mean, I was hoping to develop the Yahoo Messenger so that you could not just do readings for people in your local vicinity, but also do readings for people in other countries, say like in America and Australia and places like that. It works. It's an energy and it does transcend the world, and it does work.
So that's something that you're hoping to do in the future, is it?
That was the initial, actually that was the initial idea of the website, through the internet, to reach out and be able to do this for people not just in your local area, but worldwide. Yes.